you're kind of recalling now, being like, that's that's a little off. Is on the dead center, or where would be the dead center of the door, it conjoins into a certain symbol. That symbol itself is different.
What's the symbol of?
It looks like it is a symbol of a six-pointed star. Only this one only has 4 points on it. So the last one had six. This one only has four.
Hmm. Volmer, Ashran? Any of you know what the meaning of that four-pointed star is?
Go ahead and make Arcana checks, both of you. Arcana or History, your choice.
Fuck it, same for both. These are like my true specialties.
Okay.
Never mind then.
Already outplayed. Stars have a very specific specialty in divinity and arcane rites. In history, it takes a crap ton of forms. Far too many to even think of. What the difference would be between a 6 to a 4 could mean so many things, it's hard to pinpoint. As for Ashran, with what little time you've been here, the little conversations you've heard here and there, the religious aspect, something about that star strikes you as interesting. And the only reason being is that you've seen the 4 star before. You've seen it on the attire of the drow head of the city, Rira. She's worn it as a sort of emblazoned emblem around her neck. As to what that might mean, you're not entirely sure.
Um, I I'm not sure what it means, but I do know that one of the heads of city wears it as an emblem on her cloak.
I got nothing. Magic is used all, like, draws and magic are used all the time for a lot of different things. It could mean really anything. I don't know the difference between a 4 point and a 6 point, though.
Well, given what we ran into in the last um, ruin like this, because this door is exactly the same, except for that, as the other one, there's got to be some connection, some meaning, something. Hmm. Well, nobody
Also,
knows. Oh, good.
oh, it wasn't related to this conversation. Just
Okay.
an outside note that, like, I did add Ashrin to the mental comms
Mm-hmm.
and made a specific point to not tell her or warn her. Just like, by the way, mental shit's happening. And I'm not going to tell you about it.
My
Okay.
default is mental comms, so
So Ashrin, upon the asking this question, there's a moment you thought that maybe it's just because he's so close to you that you heard the voice crystal clear. But upon kind of like talking to him and looking at him, you see the lips don't move, but you still hear the voice in your head.
can't see my lips.
Well, the mask. Can't see little flaps.
Also, Wolmir is popping in mid-conversation, too.
Yeah, also.
Why can I hear you in my head?
I'll just point at
Elmo
Dolmar.
is weird for
Hold
a
up.
lot of different
Hold up.
reasons.
Are you okay? You shouldn't be hearing voices in your head.
Come on now.
Make a deception check.
Yes. Please
I
nat
should make
20
an
this.
insight check.
Please nat 20 this.
Oh, this
I
is
want this so
wonderful.
Honestly,
This
it'd be
is a-
better if it was a nat 1.
Oh my
It
god,
was!
he did get a fucking nat 20.
Yes! The best nat 20.
And that's the problem there. Vollmer says, "Oh, Dalmar's fucking with you," but there's something about Dalmar saying with not only a straight face but an honest face. And you're like, is he fucking with me, or is Vollmer fucking with me? Who's fucking with me?
When he says that, like, I'm guessing you said that out loud, right? You shouldn't
Oh,
be
yeah.
hearing voices.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna make like whispers in the back of her mind.
Well,
Mama has some
Sorry,
sort of
I had
psychic
to.
link thing going on. I don't quite understand it. I've considered dissecting him in his sleep. Anyway, we don't know. Well, I don't know why he can do this, but he can make a telepathic link with all of us.
well,
Vollmer,
I've seen weirder shit happen. I've caused weirder shit to happen.
Yeah, Dalma, by the way, this is not how you make friends.
why do you be a stick in the mud? And
Noted.
also, what can you do, Astron?
We'll get to that.
That's not evil foreboding at all.
Out loud, like I'm gonna be like, I think she's gonna murder us in our sleep.
So you guys go in.
We shall make it quick.
Yes.
I guess we're going in.
All right.
Then Overcom's like, okay, we should probably shush out loud.
Yep. No more fun.
As you make your way into this chamber, and everyone... Oh wait, no, it's only Dalmar, Corvais, and Vollmer. Because Fino and Vero weren't there. So it's just Dalmar, Corvais, and Vollmer. The recognizing in stonework and design, the locked doors, the very atmosphere of this place just rings all too familiar. However, it's also very easy to note that all the doors are open. All of the materials inside have either been taken or have been checked as it is. And I have to take head tie. If you want to make a perception check and constant keep it, go for it.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping an eye out for slimes. I learned last time.
Okay.
You learned the hard way.
No, you're not, Vollmer. You're looking at every single little bit of moisture and just questioning it. Just questioning the slime.
I like to imagine I like pulled out my sword too while I'm checking. So like
Just the
in a
occasional
little bit of
poke.
passion,
Yep.
this
Ye-
wizard's just pulled out a sword and is now looking at every liquid and like poking it a little.
Mm-hmm.
Giving it just a gentle little kick, making sure it splashes correctly.
Basically.
So I'm going to open up a personal comms with Vollmer, and then just do that. Try to impersonate that slime slurping moving sound.
Make a
What
performance check.
Love how it's always charisma. Not bad.
Go ahead and give me an insight check, Vollmer. Didn't think we'd need one.
Come on now. Oh,
Oh,
just barely.
no. Barely. Just barely.
I had a joke planned where I was gonna say, Wilmer shouts, "Get down!" and he casts Fireball blindly behind him.
Oh my god.
I wasn't actually gonna do
That's
it, but I was
Dalmar.
making a joke about it.
As Dalmar, you really take that mental image and even form your own mouth to the sound just to really get it through. Vollmer, as you're kind of like hesitating and you're preparing yourself to cast a spell, you can't tell, but out of the corner of your eye, just kind of see Dalmar's lip move, and you recognize the sound of a mostly human tongue, and just kind of not relax, but just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
You know, really did not miss this.
Oh, you missed us though.
Did I though?
Yeah, of course.
Did I though?
With every shot so far.
With every what?
Shot so far.
Oh.
But as you guys continue on, and you see that it's roughly identical to the last chamber that you guys saw. A lot of separated rooms where equipment must have been stored at some point. The occasional large room where you do see a dilapidated and destroyed slime that probably was the cleaner of the entire chamber itself. The only thing that is mostly different is that the room that you guys found that was circular in nature, that had tapestries on them, they are no longer there, possibly taken down or never existed. And the doorway that would lead downstairs towards what you guys saw as the abyssal gate is being guarded by two men in half plate armor with helmets pulled down and weapons at the ready. Not like ready for combat, but just at the ready for anything. As you kind of approach, they look at you confused, like, and who said you were allowed to be down here? It's private business.
Point to Ashran. And I'll wave my fingers around and make a copy of her.
Ever so slightly shorter than her by 2 inches.
You're really committed to the miming bit, aren't you?
Um, we're headed down to talk to Erical.
Kind of busy at the moment. I'm sure you know this already. Whatever's down there ain't exactly something simple.
Figured more minds couldn't help. He's been down here a while this time.
You hear one of the guards just kind of low and fast. Maybe too long. See the other guard kind of give him a side eye, a hard glance.
Me and those two, I'm gonna point to Dalmar and Corbeus, have explored a dungeon like this before. Our knowledge
Have
could
you
be
now?
essential to him.
Well then, do please explain, Caster. What the hell is this place?
An old ruin.
Oh yeah, no shit. The other one finally perks up.
We believe it's just some form of cult, one that worshipped, what was it, the Void? Is that the actual thing?
The Abyss.
The Abyss. It was the one that worshipped the Abyss, and wielders of a small array of legendary artifacts, one of which being a bow. The last one we were in there was a portal to the Void. You might have noticed the sky went dark for a few days. I don't know if that was a local thing or if that was a worldwide thing.
They look at each other just confused and befuddled. Nah,
Local
nothing
thing.
like that.
I'm shocked that didn't make bigger news. Sky goes dark for small town feels like something that'd be like a world-shaking event.
Possibly.
Out loud. I think this is all above their pay grade.
Yeah, probably.
Look, if this is something big and important, do you think you can talk to that psychopath down there? Quit blabbering to himself all damn day long about shit. Ah, fuck it. Be my guest. Dark and stifling down here.
Yeah. I'm gonna head on forward.
Alright. As you make your way down the stairwell, you are welcomed by, yet again, an extremely familiar room. A room of which has 4 large pillars supporting it, much finer stonework than any of the other ones. And immediately walking through, you are immediately met by 4 guards that stand at the doorway, and they do give you a hard eye at first, but upon seeing that you guys don't have weapons drawn, you don't have any sort of ill intent coming through, they relax almost instantly. And looking dead across the room, you just see a small little setup made of a table, a bunch of papers, inkwells, and all sorts of materials made for scribing and writing down everything they possibly can. And up against the wall, you just see a faded mural that was etched into the stone itself, which is a little bit on the odd side for the three of you, knowing for a fact that everything in here should have been properly preserved. But this one seems like it has not been.
And the other one didn't have a mural, right?
It did not. It had a gateway looking arch.
So this one doesn't have the arch, but it has the mural instead.
Mm-hmm.
Darn, no
And who
sense of
you
armor.
see
It also
up
probably
against.
doesn't have the abyss portal.
That's what we're saying.
That's what he's meaning.
Okay,
The archway was the portal, yes.
making sure, because that feels like an important detail.
And who you see just practically hugging the wall with a book in hand, just constantly writing, just looking across, pointing, adding more things to the scripture. Almost in disbelief, Corveus and Dalmar, lacking the armor, lacking the several coated bags that he used to have on him, is a very familiar gnome, but instead of a deepish, palish skin, it looks natural, simple, but dark still, nonetheless. And occasionally, when he turns to go to a little other piece, continues scribing more, muttering to himself. You need to hear a little much like, this could work over here, and this piece also could have gone from there, but the scriptures, all they all look like this and that. You can just see that as impossible as they may seem, Sibo stands before you, across the way, without his armor and lacking a mustache.
Does he notice this yet?
Not at all.
I'm going to, again, minor illusion, a image of Arcebo right next to him. Just staring at him.
Also, DM and Corveus, DM's on discard.
Okay. As you make the minor illusion, and him being a stature not that high, you can easily make the full visage of Sibo right beside him. As you watch for a good 2 seconds or so, he doesn't notice it until eventually his head kind of snaps to the side and he looks again, does a double take. He looks curiously at it, and turns around to see the rest of you all. He's like, and what's all this about? I'm busy here. Lead me to my work. And he does another double take and he squints. Hashrin? What are you doing with those people? You know I'm busy. You know I'm busy. And he goes right back to the book.
Ericule, what do you know of this one? I'll point to the image.
He kind of does another double take quickly. Says, it's a good rendition. I don't have a mustache, so.
No, that's an actual person.
No,
Would
it's
the
an
name
illusion.
Sibo ring a bell?
First off, he starts off with, no, that's an illusion. And when you say Sibo, he kind of perks up for a moment. Sibo? What kind of name is that?
Insight?
Make an insight check.
Me too on that one.
Yeah, if you want to make an insight check, make an insight check. Corvus being the one that failed.
Bunch of paranoid fuckers
Watch
here.
this be pure coincidence that he looks like Sibo.
I've killed for less. It's his fucking brother.
Oops. Delmar and Volmar, you both got whispers. Volmar, that means you...
Right.
But he goes back to the desk real quick and grabs more papers. Keeps working on things.
Over comms. He's heard the name before, I'm pretty sure.
Same, 100% confident in this. What was the town where we found the first dungeon? Your temple thing?
You didn't actually get a name for that town. No one ever asked.
We got it as. I remember us getting a name for it. I swear.
I am 90% sure y'all didn't ask at all. Because I have the name and I was always like, I love that they never got it.
I could have swore we did.
Yeah, so could I.
No, because we were frantically. No, we didn't. Because
Yeah, no, because you guys just went for it and you left without a damn thing.
Because it was
Ah,
Darren who
okay.
was like doing this frantic, like manic run towards that place.
Yeah. And then Darren
with
murdered a
Darren.
person. And you guys, yeah.
GTFO'd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't know the name of that place. We know
Yeah.
the location. Yeah, town northeast of Bill near the mountains.
Yeah.
You know, there's this beautiful town northeast of Sydney in the mountains. Would you happen to have been there before?
See a moment of pause. Thought. Not that I can remember. Goes back.
Well,
If you're done distracting me, I need to do this. This is revolutionary.
I don't need an insight to know that that's a lie. Us.
Yet neither do I, but I'm rolling anyway.
Oh,
Really,
fuck.
because it's very strange. There was a temple just like this one, with a portal to the void. Turn the sky dark.
Fuck, what was his name? I'm drawing a blank. What was the name of the dude who trapped us in the fucking cave?
Dude that trapped you in the cave?
That we made the deal with.
You never got a name. That one I'm 100% sure of. You never got a name.
Kind of too bad that my wizard college is going to be going through this, since we can't go back and check it out ourselves again, probably.
You see him immediately kind of turn at that notification. It's like, someone's gonna beat me to something like this. They're gonna find out. This is my discovery. This ain't your discovery. He takes a step forward.
We're pushing his buttons. We're pushing his buttons. Okay. It was strange. There was a mural there, and there was a bunch of weapons. One of which being a bow. You wouldn't happen to know about this bow, would you?
You see a recognition go over his face, and you almost see a dark snare kind of form on it. Where did you find that information? No one else should know. No one should know.
Including your friends?
He has a hard eye to you, Dalmar. We're the ones who made the discovery. It's us.
You know, it's too bad that Sibo himself couldn't be here for this.
Yeah. He caused us some issues in that town. For our friend here, and I'll point towards the image.
You don't understand the gravity of the work we're doing. What we're going to accomplish. He takes more steps forward.
Could you sound any more like a generic villain? Anyway.
I know.
When he said going to accomplish, was that with a I'm assuming more of a the world's gonna fucking burn kind of attitude, or like what was his insinuation there? Or
With a
inflection?
19, it's not that it's hard to insinuate, it's just that there's some manicness to the guy's voice that doesn't make it clear. And especially with Ashrin also reminding you that he's not that right in the head to a little bit, a little fidgety. It seems a lot like maybe he sees it in a way that others don't.
Oh, I got something that might with something. I'm gonna pull the scabbard off my back. You know, I'm starting to believe that this might be linked to your research. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I think the DM froze.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
You were
just good at
just
just
very fucking still.
yeah. I'm very good at that.
Damn.
Ridiculously good
Just
at that.
trying to think of how the guy would respond.
No, I'm prepping something. DM's always prepping something in the
Yeah.
background.
The guard's about to kill us from behind.
I mean, funny you should mention the guards because as Volmer, you kind of pull at the scabbard. You do hear them kind of go from a relaxed stance to more of like the shifting metal of them kind of getting ready.
Don't worry, there's no sword in the damn scabbard.
They don't respond. They just kind of keep a hard eye. And you just see Eric Hill just kind of keep looking at you guys. He looks at Volmer as you pull the scabbard and just goes, I don't know what that is, but I would love to take a look. Research?
Insight?
Make me a sight.
Love how paranoid this fucking group is.
Fuck.
Hard to tell. He's getting more and more unhinged.
Really? Because your friends seem to know what it is, especially the one that had a sword on him.
We all have our specialties. We all have our differences. We all have our goals. In the end, we'll accomplish them.
Well, it seems you burned a lot of bridges, pissed a lot of people off. So, how about you explain what all this means to us? Maybe we can help you. Because, I'll say this now, the friends you pissed off, they want you gone.
You can persuasion check. Ooh.
That is the same roll as your last persuasion check.
Is it actually?
I think the second number is even similar.
He just glares in your direction. I don't need anyone to help me find the way. I already have the way.
It was identical, by the way.
That's funny.
903.
Wow. And soon
Sorry.
even Siba will see. It's a part of it all.
Okay. Well, as I said, they want you dead. You know something about our friend Sibo here. How about you start explaining? Because I can tell you this now. Your friends were willing to raise thousands and thousands of undead to wipe you and this town off the face of this planet.
I'm gonna turn to the guards. You're welcome for stopping that, by the way.
You do see the guards all kind of look at each other like, what the fuck is going on at this point?
I'll look back at the guards. Oh yes, you're
Which is exactly how Ashrin looks too.
Yeah, your supervisor here, he's pissed off a lot of powerful people. That'll probably end up getting you four killed too.
And he's a bit of a cultist.
And who are you gonna believe? The person who's been helping this city, raising it, letting it know the things it doesn't know. Some random people that have come into town claiming that I'm doing something unjust when I'm making the world correct again.
Oh, we're
So
not
I've
saying.
been I've been keeping the paperwork since the skeletons, right?
Mhm.
For the Adventurers Guild. Would I have anything to prove that we dealt with a skeleton situation that dealt with a bunch of skeletons near this town, or like that would have come for this town?
You have no idea the actual town they were going for. All they ever said was to attack the town. They never said what town, but also the group. They said we're not the ones in control of it. We just did it for them, which was the cult.
But the guard doesn't know this, so.
I have something to at least prove there was a crap ton of skeletons grouped up in one area.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull that piece of paper out.
Okay.
This sheet is from the Adventurers Guild that we are a part of. I've been keeping our paperwork, and this is proof that we dealt with a skeleton crisis not too far from here that dealt with thousands of skeletons gathered in one area.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I love it.
Okay. You just see one of the guards kind of take the sheet, look at it confused, kind of reads whatever it seems like they can manage. Looks at the other guards, looks confused. Before he kind of looks at the one right behind him and goes, "Go get the mistress. Ain't no one leaving this room without our say so." I see the one guard just start making his way out, though he keeps an eye on everyone before he flips through the doorway and goes up towards the stairs. Shortly after, you hear the footsteps of the other two guards making their way down as well to join up. You see
Interesting.
Eriko just grimace. You don't question anything, do you? Look it in the face. You think it's all as it should be. There's
I mean,
reasons we don't venerate the gods here. You don't know the things they've done. How much they've messed with the natural order of this world. But we're gonna set it right.
I think I actually questioned everything, because if I didn't, I would have killed you the moment I saw you.
You can try. You can try.
I mean, I didn't want to out the bat. I wanted to know what's going on here. That's all we asked for.
On this thing just as important, Sibo. You know him and you look just like him without the mustache. What's the deal with that?
All in due time. You'll all know. You will all know when I accomplish my work and bring order back to the natural way of the world.
And what exactly do you mean
Now,
by
are you
that?
muted? I saw the lips move.
Of course I was. I said, what, pray tell, would that look like?
Okay, I love how Ashton brought these small group of people down. Like she thought they were nice, except for Dalmar, who's racist. And then they all just start hardcore interrogating this guy about cults and magic and skeletons and SIBO.
She's
Yeah,
like internally panicking, thinking she really fucked up.
Oh, she did.
Volmir's normally
Oh,
a nice. I
yeah.
like to imagine Volmir usually tries to come off as a nice guy, but this is the first time in a while he's trying to be intimidating.
So yeah, Volmer's the nice cop, but instead of taking the gloves off, he just sort of loosened them a little.
Basically,
Uh,
also I
the
brought
ans-
the paperwork.
but to
Yeah,
answer Delmar, it looks as everything should. Now, if you'll excuse me,
What was
I'm
that?
busy deciphering the next key. And he turns back and goes back to continue working.
Can I look at the mural that he's looking at?
Mhm.
Do I recognize anything on it?
Make an intelligence check for me, just straight intelligence.
Okay.
Can I do that too? Like, just look around at like anything that might be of interest.
Go for it. That was a save, that wasn't a check.
Oh,
I'll let
how
you
do I?
reroll. Literally
How do I
go
do
to the
it?
intelligence score itself.
Oh, okay.
15, 16. Okay. It's not that you recognize anything to it. It's more so that you recognize a meaning to it. As you're just kind of watching him work, and Delmar, you try to stealth as best you can, but you feel the eyes of the guards kind of see you from behind, meaning that it was not a success, unfortunately. As you kind of piece together some information from the scattered pieces, and you can see why he's been hard at work. It's because whatever was here was an image of importance. You can see that wherever these decays and degrades are very important imagery and cut-off sections that could have told a story. That story is, that seems to be what he's working on.
Over comms to people. What do you think of this guy? He gives off, to me, that New World Order, vibe.
Yeah, no, he's an insane cultist. That's not a question.
And the
Ashrin, you've
fact
known him the
that
longest.
He has a couple screws loose, but I didn't know he was this crazy.
A couple?
and
To be
not
fair,
to
until we started
mention,
pressing him about information and specific things, he didn't seem to be that insane.
To be fair, I
also
didn't know what
the
they were
game
doing
note.
down here.
That too.
I
Dama?
love how he goes from. Okay, so a quick out of game note. I love how he goes from like being heavily questioned to just like okay and like completely ignoring them.
Yeah.
And in game, and just so you're aware, Ashrin, the last temple we were in that's similar to this made mention of very powerful weapons that him and whoever these people are hunting. And now he's
Also, it had a
talking about a
void
new
portal
world.
that turned the sky black.
Right, and then open up a portal to whatever the fuck magic-y thing.
Well, I have a feeling that very shortly we will be in trouble. One of the guards left to go get the mistress.
Probably better off. Well, we could try to make our way out, hide down another spider tunnel, and come back later. Leaders of organizations tend to be difficult combatants.
Or, better idea, we've been investigating this for a while. We have a few things to prove where we've been and what we've been doing. I'm sure if the sky went black, someone who runs a organization of wizards would know something about it, and they'd at least keep tabs on the movement of the Kyo Empire's investigations in a new land. So
Wow.
they'd have proof of that. I have proof of the skeletons. He clearly is a little insane when you start pressing him, when we start bringing these things up to him. Also, real quick, can I make a quick check around the area to see if I can sense any magic?
Make an Arcana check. 26. unlike the other chamber that you were in before, you can very clearly sense that there is no magical essence in this room. That it's very clean, it's very simple, kind of giving the effect that whatever this was just made to look alike, but plant different information.
Any secret switches or anything if you like touch up the wall?
Are you going to start walking around the chamber and investigating them thoroughly?
Yeah, basically. We have nothing better to do
Okay.
while we're talking.
Make an investigation check.
While he's doing that, Ashwin, since we're here on potentially with this matter, if shit goes south, whose side are you on?
Well,
He's just
So-
staring at you the whole time.
I've been here a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, you've been here just under 2 weeks.
But I've kind of seen, like, while I'm taken care of, it's a lot of like just using the magic users for their own gain, and I don't really have a lot of freedom.
Freedom
In that
within
sense?
the city? Yeah, freedom within the city, perfectly fine. But
I'm not allowed to leave.
Yeah, there is a sense of like, if you wanted to travel, they basically kind of went like, just don't want to travel. They didn't say it outright to you, but it's kind of like, all right, I've been here 2 weeks,
So-
I can kind of tell
So
you're
I'm like, I'm not allowed to leave.
kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, after
in
2
that-
weeks, you're basically like, you're not asking me not to leave, you're telling me not to leave.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I will be backing you. I want to get out of town, and they won't let me leave.
Because it's his way. It's
Make a
If
persuasion
you
check.
join us and we have to do shit for the Adventurers Guild again, do we have to do another initiation?
You don't know.
More Chimera fights!
Make a persuasion check for me, Ashwin. See how
Oh.
much he believes you, if he believes you at all.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
World best that one! Okay, she's being honest though, so like,
So here's how you read it, Corvallis. She's being honest, but you're a Corvallis. You're skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she being so honest that she wants to fucking leave here? Like,
Yeah.
there's a sense of so little defense there, it's almost unnerving.
She might just stab me in the back just to get away. Yeah, okay. Yep. She's gonna play both sides. Got it. That's what I would do.
That
And then
one.
be a Dalmar about it.
Yep.
Now one.
That was great. Hi. Good to know.
We've had perfectly timed nat 20
We
nat ones
have.
today.
I love
It's
it.
been fantastic. And also, I'm glad to see some traditions just don't die.
Yep.
What I'm here for, you know?
She
I
rolls
just
like shit.
come to roll ones. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
If she like had advantage and the luck feat, she'd roll 3 nat ones.
Jesus. As you guys are
I'm not even
kinda-
wearing my shirt, too.
as you're having this conversation, and Corvallis, you're now on the fence where it's like, okay, she'll side with us, but how far until the knife gets stuck into me?
Mm-hmm.
As Vomer, you're going along the walls and the pillars. You do see that when you get closer towards the mural, almost on instinct, Arakil just snaps his head towards your direction, almost with his eyes alone tell you, don't you dare get closer. I'm warning you. And at least whatever area he's basically not barring you, unless you want to push it, you don't see anything special. Unless anyone has
Do I
anything
notice?
they want to do in the meantime.
So,
I'm
what
gonna-
direction is Volmer compared to Erakul?
You know what? I was wondering if you guys were just gonna straight up fight him. I'm just gonna put you on the map.
Okay.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
if Ericoole's
Question.
looking to the right at Volmer, I'm gonna go around to his left.
Okay.
And just start poking around there.
Can I push it? Because if he throws the first punch, then we're gonna be it's gonna be self-defense on our part.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try and push
Legally,
it?
we'd be in the right to defend ourselves if he attacks first. Now I'm gonna explicitly bring this up to him while I'm searching.
You know what? I
Make
might
an
as well
intimidation
just-
or persuasion check, whichever way you're going. And Dalmar, of course. Ashen and
This is-
Dalmar, huh?
This might be stone, guys. I'm not sure.
Well, no,
Is
it
it?
might be clay. Don't get that wrong.
It's hard to tell. The moisture content and all. Be right back.
Well, Corvus is pushing right up to him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I lean up
So-
right against the mirror next to him.
So the moment you, like, see Volmer pushing for it and you see the buttons being pressed, you're just going for it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
More of a sledgehammer than a scalpel, I see, from fucking Corvus.
That's a
Always
fail.
my wisdom saving throws.
Always.
I have a
Even
plus
though you're
6.
a fucking monk. As you get within 10 feet of him, you see him just, in that instant, turn his attention to you and just snap his fingers. And you recognize this as your entire body just convulses up. You're like, motherfucker again, old person. And then he looks at you, Volmer, and goes, this is my work. I found it. I'm to work on it. And he kind of looks at Ashton behind as you approach closer. He goes, you know they put this on this assignment because they want us on it. We're not to stand against them. We're working for them. Corvus, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for breaking it. Nope.
Fuck. A fucking monk, goddammit.
Open Fulbright's thing, so that way if I want to cast a spell from his book, I can.
Yes, yes, you should.
I forgot I had that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't do anything for the time being while Corvus is frozen. My whole person.
Half of me wants to push it, and if he comes out, wait, where did? Oh, there it is. Half of me wants to push it, and then if he tries me, just to counterspell. The other half sees that as a bad idea.
Okay. So after 18 seconds, Corvus, you feel yourself break through the magic and you take that extra step that you were going for. But he keeps his hand held up to you.
Why are you being so hostile, Hercule?
You're the ones coming to me, threatening me. My life
I
and
didn't
my
threaten
work.
you at all. I gave you information.
This is my life and my work.
Okay, so while Corvus was in paralyzed, I would have been right up next to him.
No.
Trying to run up to him, or are you trying to stealth to him?
Basically run up to him. I'm getting ready to use the Mage Slayer feat. Prevent him from casting more shit. Or at least get back at him if he does, if I remember correctly. Because it doesn't prevent it, but...
Yeah.
Amar, no.
Okay.
Amar, no. That make us criminals. That mean we throw the first punch.
Also, as you get about that distance, you watch as he has one hand held up to Corvus, one to Volmer, and he turns his head to you. With a quick flash of darkish purple in his eyes. Wisdom saving throw.
Counterspell.
You're counterspelling?
Yes.
Okay. As you watch his head snap in the direction of Dalmar, and you see the coloration go through its eyes, just on instinct, you cast out the counterspell. And with the gesture of your hands, you send out the force of magic to clash with whatever sight that he had against Dalmar. As Delmar, you reach and go up in front of him. His eyes just keep following you. He just glares at you, Ashley, and goes, "You just can't trust anyone. No one understands. No one knows." You try to take that step again?
Yeah.
He's pointing you again. Wisdom saving throw.
Mage
Power
Slayer.
spell.
Well, first of all, I need to reread what
You
what
save?
Mage Slayer reads.
Do I need to roll for that?
If it's not
Well-
3rd level or above, no.
No,
Well,
I
just
mean
for
it was
second level, so we can both counter for
because
spell.
of the wild magic.
Oh yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, D20. Yes, you're correct. I forgot. That's a level spell. That's right.
Yeah.
So roll a
got it.
D20.
Do I
On the
just
bottom left of the character sheet, you should see a die. You can click that and it'll
Bottom
bring up a bunch of
left of the
options. Bottom left. Very
character
bottom
sheet.
left of the character sheet. There should be a little red button that has the dice on it.
I am not seeing that.
On D&D Beyond?
Yeah, where is it?
Or if anything, just go ahead and go on roll 20 and just do /R space 1d20. Weird.
Oh.
That should just be an option for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. My Oh,
Type-
hold on. I am apparently somehow I can see my character and do stuff, but apparently I'm not signed in, and I don't know why. Give me
Somehow
a
you
second.
access the campaign without logging in.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Thus is my life. Okay. My dice is still not here. What the fuck?
Okay, so if you want, just go on roll 20 and just type
Okay, yeah.
/R. Yeah, just do /R space 1d20. Okay, 6. You're fine.
Okay.
Goes up 1 notch. Volmer,
Okay.
you said you're counting spelling this time?
I was, but then I saw he fucking he succeeded the wisdom save, so I don't feel like I needed to.
Well, technically it's because when the cast goes off, you say yes or no.
Okay, then I guess I did.
Yeah,
But he just rolled the save anyway.
yeah.
Fun.
Only sucky part of online is that shit happens.
Yep.
And Delmar, are you going for the swing?
Okay, so he went to cast something again?
He did cast. Volmer counterspelled.
Okay.
But he absolutely went to the cast. So you do have your option to punch him in the face if you want to. Or stab him in the face, your choice.
Hold on, let me...
That's what I'm saying, it's your choice.
Makes it easier to read. You know what? That would be his instinct, so yeah, I'm just gonna go for it.
Go ahead and roll the attack. 17 does hit. Big question. Are you trying to go for sneak attack? Because that would be within 5 feet of Corvus. I'll let you decide if you want sneak attack on that or not. You could just make it just a slash across the cheek, or you could go all in.
Wait, so are we just killing this guy now? I thought we were gonna wait for him to throw the first punch.
He did technically.
He did. Magic is a weapon. It's no different than firing a bow at someone.
Hmm.
Well, at least to Dalmar.
Yeah.
So,
He's pissed Corvus off.
we're just gonna chuck it in the fuck it bucket, go 2 attacks, and going for sneak attack.
Well, this is only a reaction, so it's only one
Oh, yeah.
strike.
True.
Are you
So, yeah,
going for the sneak attack?
Totally. Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, go ahead and
It's go
roll
time.
it and take the sneak attack. $17, okay. As Corvus starts to walk past him, and you take that opportunity that he casts a spell, catching him off guard, you stick the dagger right into his side. It's in that moment that all the guards react. And Fano and Vero, did you guys just stay back there the entire time? This is a genuine question at this point.
Apparently, yeah.
I just have to make sure of this. As the dagger goes into Eric's side and Corvus, you sidestep him, you hear him cry out in that pain, and all the guards point their weapons at Fano and Vero at the ready. They go, "No one make another move! You're under arrest for assaulting a member of the city."
To be fair, he threw the first punch.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh.
Okay. My argument in a court of law, I have this figured out. He cast an old person as an act of aggression towards one of my teammates, which then led to acting in self-defense and self-preservation. By law, we are in the legal right here.
You're assuming that this is gonna get to a court of law, and we're not just gonna murder everyone fucking here. Or
You're
we're
also
gonna
thinking
die.
it's gonna go to a fair trial.
Oh. All the Empire if I have to, even though I hate those guys.
At this point, Dalmor really doesn't care about
I am
the legal
partially
stuff.
amazed how long you guys went without attacking him.
Like, I was initially thinking just like we stealth up and just start doing the stabbing, right? Like,
Oh,
when
absolutely.
necessary. Like that's why Dalmor
I was
said what he said
I was
in
trying to play
personal
the brain
comms.
game this whole time, and then fucking Malmar comes and shanks the guy.
The moment he casted Hold Person was when all bets were off for Corvus. Like,
Yeah,
It-
again, in hindsight, like, yes, casting magic is absolutely the first offense. The problem is are they gonna see it that way?
no, it's
Ooh.
like I was planning not to come in
Also-
with him and kill him immediately. I wanted to get information.
Also, I just love that now there's salt between Erika and Ashrin with her counterspelling that.
Yeah,
Especially because that was a 1-a-day ability for him.
yeah.
So there's 100% gonna be salt between Volmir and Ashrin, just saying it now.
Ooh,
Born
I'm
with it
loving
and
this.
studied.
Maybe because Wizard versus Sorcerer.
Yeah, Sorcerer's born with it, while Wizard has to work for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's
natural
'cause you're
rivalry.
not
Volmir's
special.
150 and still learning.
I am 24. Haha.
Yeah.
Volmir started when he was like 10. Wait, what was his age?
I think it was 18, actually.
18.
It was 18 or
my bad, I
16.
forget. He was young for an elf.
At least with
Yeah.
you, there's not the off chance that you're gonna explode yourself and everyone around you. So.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Fireball, there's still a
No, they
chance.
don't.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
know that yet.
He loves Fireball, so there's still a chance.
Yes.
I mean, okay, so quick question. Unless something changed in 5th edition, Volmer, are you a full elf or a half elf?
I'm a full elf.
Yeah, he's full.
Okay, so technically, elves don't mature until they're 100 plus. They physically mature at the same rate humans do, but culturally, elves aren't considered adult until they're like 120 or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're basically a
literally-
2-year-old toddler to an elf.
Yeah, literally just divided by 10, that's technically what your age is in human years. So literally, you being 150, you're still barely a teenager.
Yeah. Cause like I think in older D&D's 15 for a human was you're an adult.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like just there.
Yeah.
You're still a snot-nosed brat.
Yeah,
To the
literally,
elves.
literally, you're gonna be 190 years old, and you're gonna look up to an elf, be like, "You're only 120 years older than me." It's like, yeah, that's why you're a fucking kid. Sit the fuck down.
I mean, true, but at the same time, that's still a long ass time to study.
Oh, it is.
How it
But
is.
to elves, because again, they live 1,000 years, they're like, 120, please come back when 400 years.
To a tiefling who was born it and is like, well,
Oh
you're
yeah, in 24
27.
years. Yeah.
Man, Ashrin's older than
this is
Corvus
gonna be interesting to come back. But Noah and Vero are quite possibly gonna be taken hostage right off the bat, and who knows what the fuck Eric's gonna do to you guys.
Someone
Push
take
comes to
Fanoa
shove, I can
hostage?
Fireball that entire group of guards.
I'm gonna say right now, we're coming. I'm 90% sure we're coming to an initiative roll right off the bat, aren't we?
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Next week is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back. Volmer, you're back. We now have Astrid, who is now realizing the mistakes that she has made joining this party.
Well, I mean,
And
it's a choice of two crazies, right? Like,
yeah.
We need 2 chimeras, so we're doing something right.
there you go.
The choice between servitude and murders?
I feel like we're more anarchists.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, you're pretty much anarchist. So yeah, it's between servitude and anarchy. Pick your 2 evils. I
don't know if
cannot
that's
wait.
evil.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be fun. The spell slinging next session, especially now that I know you have counter spell, because I don't really look at the spell list until you've kind of gone through it a little bit. Oh boy,
Spell.
2 fucking counter spell motherfuckers.
Hey, I'm just glad I didn't blow myself up. So.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah,
been funny
2
if you got that on the
counterspells
first
and
fucking
Mage
roll.
Slayer.
Oh yeah, no, it would have been
Cast
great.
Of, like, the campaign.
And my backup
Instant
character
self-implosion.
is gonna
Yeah.
have counterspell too.
I would literally have to send out fucking wizards up the ass on you guys, or just straight up fighters and not do any spells. I can't fucking wait. Until next week, have your dinners. Enjoy the beginning of the new year. Mine